Live here with the best fan.
And Walter.
Curtis Jones.
Devin Witherspoon.
KJ Wright. Dave Burleson. You're watching Norb Cam.
Norb Cam. You're watching Norb Cam.
What's up, everybody? This is Norb Cam coming at you here on this, what is it today? Tuesday before arguably the biggest game, the biggest weekend we've had in recent years. What's up, everyone? If you're new here, my name is Norb Kawili, Norb Cam, and you've reached my channel, so welcome. Thanks for coming out here. I'd love for you guys to stick around for a little while for the next hour or so. I always say it's going to be an hour and then it ends up being 3 hours when I start talking to you guys. But if you haven't already yet, please hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so you'll always be notified when a new video comes out. It always surprises me because I've been doing this now started in 2013, the year we went to the Super Bowl. So we're talking 12 years now of doing YouTube content. Back when nobody was doing it. Very few people were doing YouTube content at the time. And it's amazing because I've met people who started watching me, when they were kids in elementary school and in high school, and now I see them and they're in college now or have families of their own. And the funniest thing I get sometimes from people is, hey, you're Norb, right? I used to watch you when I was a kid. And I always say, that's great, that's awesome. Then I always wonder, you used to watch me? I mean, why'd you stop? I'm still here doing it. So the fact that you guys are here means someone's still watching, and I greatly appreciate that. So thank you very much. In fact, it was kind of cool because a few days ago on my YouTube channel, I broke 54,000 subs, which is great because I've been hovering like at 53 something for the longest time. But I had broken 54 before, but after I got hacked a couple years ago and, basically lost my channel for a short time and had to fight to get it back. And eventually YouTube helped me get it back. I lost a ton of subscribers. And so it took a little while to get it back up to where it is. So, anyway, it's great to be back doing this again and hitting this milestone in a year where it's the 50th anniversary of the Seattle Seahawks, a year with this all in front of us, which is really pretty amazing to think that we're on the precipice of what could be something really great. Now, the last time we were here, just to tell you what is at stake, and I see you guys chatting it up, so please continue to do so. And I won't be able to read every comment. I will answer every phone call that comes in here. I already see a few of you guys lighting up the lines, and so if you stay on the line, I will get to you. I won't end the show until I answer everybody's calls. So if you can stick around long enough, I'll get to you. All right, and again, the number right here, 202-926-1076, and the code is 696-153. Pardon my voice, by the way. I got a cold over the Christmas holiday, and at a certain point, I couldn't even barely talk at all. And so it's a lot better than it was. Slowly getting better, but a ways to go. So at least I'm well enough that I can do this show. If you want to do a super chat, that's a great way to get my attention because with all the comments going by, it's a great way to definitely I will respond and shout out your super chat if you do put one up on there. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the last time we were in this position where we had a chance to be the number one seed or drop down to like the 5th seed, which is kind of like where we are right now. It was in 2019 against this very exact team. The exact same scenario, different record. The only difference is that we were playing here in Seattle. Do you guys remember that game? The 2019 game was a Return of Beast Mode game. Everything about that game was down to the wire, and it was the game where I believe it was Hollister made the catch at the 1 yard line, and then the 49ers stonewalled him short by like a few inches, and that was the difference between going on the road versus hosting the playoffs in 2019. That's the last time we were in this spot that we are in now. But the importance of why this game has such weight to it and why winning this would be so huge is because, hey, we're 13-3 right now. Each time we've been 13-3, usually resulted in us getting home field advantage, number one seed, home field advantage, and every time we've done that, and the 3 times it's been accomplished by the Seahawks, we have made a Super Bowl appearance. We did that in 2005. We did that in 2013, which we won the Super Bowl that year, and then 2014, where we all know how that went. So, which is why this has got such enormous ramifications if we can actually pull this off. Alina, like the super chat, she says, please go to the game with your cold so you can spread wealth amongst their fans so they stop coming to Seattle. Well, that would just be very nefarious. Such evil to try to do something like that. Coughing all over everybody. Go Hawks! To all the 49er fans out there. Meme 4909 with a super chat. Favorite Seahawks game you have been to? Well, I'd probably say there's 3. You know, the NFC Championship in 2014 was probably the greatest game I'd gone to with so much at stake. You know, in the Super Bowl in the balance, it's hard to put a greater stakes than that. That game was one of the greatest comeback games ever, and will be up there probably with one of those. Didn't think I could ever top it. And then that LA game we had just a couple weeks ago, Thursday night against the Rams, was pretty much the greatest regular season game I'd ever been to, because it had all of the makings of what happened in that NFC Championship game, with the number 1 seed, you know, and the race to the NFC West all on the line. I mean, what a great game, right? We all got to watch that thing, and that was just incredible. And a Super Bowl itself, right? I mean, you can't not include a Super Bowl victory as one of your greatest games. It just wasn't the most exciting game because we were dominating throughout. It was never close. So, you know, the best kind of games are the ones where you are chewing off your fingernails and your heart is beating like crazy and you're nervous and you're just squirming in pain because you just can't stand the tension of it. But that's the best kind of game. You always want to win, and of course I'd take a blowout win over a heartbreaking loss any day, but there's something about a game where you're just like right down to the wire. I mean, that's what sports makes you feel alive. So those are my top 3. Thank you for asking. Oh, I didn't show your comment. There it is. That's the favorite Seahawks I've been to. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. So I just want to get this out right now before I start taking calls. I will be, some of you already know this, but it's official. I am going down to San Francisco for the first time to watch the Seahawks 49ers game. A little nervous. I posted about this on Facebook and got a ton of comments. And but yeah, I'm going down there with my friend Greg, who also does a lot of YouTube content. He's gone to a lot more away games than I have, so he kind of knows the ropes a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be going down there, and we'll have each other's backs. And so I'm excited. I'm nervous, excited, all that. And, of course, for the game itself. But now that I'm adding the element of being in the 49ers stadium with 49er fans, all around, I'm going to have to think about how I want to present myself. Because I think if I come in here with full regalia with the green hair and the makeup and everything like that, obviously, I would love to come in that way, and you guys will probably go, yeah, do it, man, if you're not being true to yourself, if you don't do it. I do have to think seriously about this place I'm going into, to draw unwanted attention, that I got to take these things seriously, because I have heard stories about fans who have been dealt with pretty harshly down there. And I have reason to say that because my buddy Mark actually sent me this message. He was chatting with somebody, and get this. This is what she happened to say, a friend of his. They were chatting and then said, there's this Facebook group called NFC West Trash Talk, and I meant to send you a screenshot. They were talking about Norb in there. And then Mark says, Norb is going. And then she says, someone had a screenshot of his post asking about Seahawk-friendly places in San Francisco. And 49er fans were talking about trying to scare him or intimidate him or some BS. So please warn him. I'm not friends with him on Facebook. So I haven't seen this myself, but the fact that somebody else who doesn't even know me already told someone I know that they've seen this post, I'm already got a target on my back. I got a wanted poster of 49ers fans on the lookout for me. So it'll be interesting to see what I come up with. I actually had an idea. I thought, well, if that's certainly, if they're looking out for me, all I would have to do is just put on my Chrysostomo outfit, and I'd blend right in. They would have no idea it was me. That might be a brilliant chameleon effect. Chrysostomo going down to 49er Stadium to hide Norb. Anyway, so there you go. We're going to have some fun with it. I'm going to document this trip. Besides doing my usual live stream from inside the stadium Saturday night when they kick off at 5, I'm going to do a little documentary like I did when I went to Super Bowl 48 with my dad. And do a little, since it's my first time going down there. I'm going to record my trip down and edit a little, journey to and my experience at Levi Stadium for the Seahawks 49ers game. So I'll post that after the fact and share with you what happens along the way. So should be interesting. All right. So, yeah, everything on the line. Number 1 seed, NFC West, first round bye, home field advantage, all that goes to the winner. And we really don't want the Niners to get this because they already have the Super Bowl. They're hosting the Super Bowl. So they're going to be, you can imagine how much those guys, their fans are going to be wanting this badly because they're thinking we could not only get home field advantage to the playoffs, we don't even have to leave town to go to the Super Bowl because it's going to be right here. So that's only happened a couple times, fairly recently actually. Happened in Tampa Bay with the Brady Super Bowl. It happened in Los Angeles with Matt Stafford, and that a few years ago when our now Cooper Kupp was the Super Bowl MVP that year. That would be just, could not handle that if 49ers fans would get to have that as bragging rights. But imagine how that would be if Seattle could pull off this win on 49ers territory. And then just imagine if they could actually make it to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl on 49ers ground. How freaking amazing would that be? And I would not mind. When you think about the AFC, there's a lot of great teams out there, but top ones are, you got the Patriots, you've got the Broncos with two of the best records in the conference. Just so happens to be the two last teams we played in the Super Bowl the last 2 times we went. I would love a rematch with the Patriots. If I could wave a wand and say this is what I want, I would love to have the Seahawks, Patriots. Really, this, if everything goes as planned, could be the 2 top teams in each conference going at it. How cool would that be? And a little bit of a revenge game. Granted, the coaches are all different, the players are all different, but the fans remain the same, the owner is the same, all that. So that would be great to exact some revenge 11 years later. So, but first things first, starts this Saturday. Alina, one more super chat to read them before I get into your calls. She says, my thought is go in as Chrysostomo, and then once the game starts, pop up as Norb Cam. Let's go. Be sure to be as loud and yell, see, we got you. So somebody asked about my voice. Thank you, Alina, for the super chat, and of course, always being a great moderator on my channel. I said this earlier, but somebody asked about what's wrong with your voice. So, yeah, I got over a cold. My voice went raspy, and I'm in the recovery stage. And will I be back to normal? But I can't yell right now, so hopefully by Saturday it'll be closer to normal. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Interesting enough, the Seahawks game, I was checking the odds on Yahoo Sports, and I was actually surprised that the Seahawks were 1.5-point favorites for this game. It's early in the week, so I can see this changing. But early right now, it's still Seattle by 1.5. That's pretty wild to me, given especially that the 49ers are the home team. But I don't know. Tell me something, Vegas. You know something that I do. All right. Yeah, Lena, when people ask, say it's my Rams winning voice. All right, let me get my ears in here so I can start talking to you guys. So again, call in that number, 202-926-1076, and then punch in the code 696153. And I want to just hear what you think. Can we win this game? What's your feeling? Let's just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Let's go. Let's start with the 503 with Michael. Michael, you're on with NorbCam live on the air. What's up?
Hey, let's go Seahawks.
Let's go Hawks. Yeah, man. How exciting is this, right? Did you have any idea? Did you have any idea at the start of the year that we would be in this position, honestly?
No, I wouldn't. I thought we didn't have that quarterback. I thought our quarterback would not be that great. Mm-hmm. Like he pulled through for us. Yeah.
Yeah. As much as Sam Darnold gets a lot of hate for the turnovers and concerns about that, we're 13-3.
Yeah.
The record, you are what your record says you are, right? Whether we had a little bit of luck or not, we had to do some things. But, we've had one of the most points scored by any Seahawks team, and we've been breaking records left and right this year. And Sam Darnold's been a big part of that. And I think, too, while it's so easy for us to be afraid of turnovers, interceptions, right? Because they are bad. They can be really back-breaking things.
Yeah.
At the same time, you don't get record numbers of yards to a receiver like JSN. You don't break the scoring record unless you have a quarterback who's willing to push the ball down the field. And Sam Darnold has made some throws which have, at the same time, while scaring the crap out of me, impressed the hell out of me too, because he is not afraid. He will fire that ball between the smallest of windows.
He's a lot better than Geno Smith. Geno Smith would have thrown an interception. He would throw super passes like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Sam, yeah.
But yes.
He throws awesome, yeah.
Yeah. So Sam Darnold, you kind of live by the sword, you kind of die by the sword. But yeah,
Are you doing live video at the game?
I will be live streaming the game. So my friend Greg, he actually records videos during the game of the game from our seats, and then he posts it after the fact. So we kind of do different styles. I do it live. I can't show the game live. So then he records the game footage live and then edits it later. So we kind of do different styles. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing for sure. And that way,
I've watched your
it's
video.
a good thing. It's a good thing because
that
way, if somebody tries to do anything criminal, I'll have it on video. So that's one thing I'll feel secure about, that people will be watching if somebody tries to do something nasty to us while we're down there. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What'd you say?
I watched your videos all year. You're good luck for the Seahawks.
Well, I've been doing it a long time, and some years it's brought us luck, and some years we haven't been quite as lucky. But this year has definitely been one of, it's been a good year. We could easily be 14-2. We could easily be 15-1. We could also be probably 11-5 right now if.
I know another YouTuber who's going down to the Niner game.
Oh, yeah?
He's a big Niner fan. The OG guy. He was big 49er hats. He's really good to talk to down there.
You don't remember his name?
You talk to him.
You don't remember his name?
I don't remember his name. I could text you his thing on YouTube.
Yeah, or if you find it, look at it, put it in
the
chat. Put it in the chat of this YouTube stream. I can go back and look at it later. But
I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool, man. Well, thanks for the call, and I know I'll be watching with great anticipation Saturday night. And let's go Hawks. So I'm hoping Sunday morning will be Saturday night or Sunday morning that will be hopefully in a very, very happy place. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Michael, thanks for the call. Where are you? By the way, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Oregon.
From Oregon. Okay, gotcha.
I used to be on your Discord thing. My name is Chris.
Oh, okay. So you're not Michael?
I'm the AKA Chicken Daddy guy.
Oh, you're Chicken Daddy. Okay. So your actual name, though, is
Yeah, I do
Chris.
YouTube videos.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting my numbers up.
Okay.
I'm almost at 900.
There you go. Nice job. All right. Well, Chris, Chicken Daddy, thanks for the call, man.
Have a safe travel down there and go Hawks.
Thank you very much. Go Hawks. All right. Let's go to the next one here. Let's see. Let's go to Andrew Andy, calling from Mock, Georgia's loyal follower of the show and my dad's radio show as well, Phil on my radio. Let's go to Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
What's up, Norb Cam?
What's up? Big week.
Nothing much.
I saw your
Can you hear me?
AI. Yep, I can hear you. I saw your AI picture. That was pretty cool. Looked good. Looked real.
Thank you so much. I am myself.
Yep. Well, I finally saw the picture of you wearing my Norb Cam T-shirt. That was awesome. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. Well, how do you feel about this game? Are you confident, nervous? What's your thoughts?
My heart's going to be heart rate if I wanted to let the Seahawks win. But in my defense, the Niners going to be score prediction like the 27, and the Seahawks got 24. So I know you're going to be reactive.
Did you say you're predicting this? You're predicting the 49ers to beat us?
Well, I just looked up the computer to see if the score predictions.
Yeah, according to who? According to Yahoo Sports, I was seeing Seahawks as 1.5 point favorites.
I mean, like, the 49ers gained 27 and the Seahawks 24. But if the Seahawks going to win, I bet the Seahawks gain 20 and the 49ers gain 17, which is the sports not prediction.
All right, so, yeah, depending on what you check, it's going to be different. But what do you think? What do you think we're going to do? I don't care what the media thinks.
I wanted to let the Seahawks win if my heart's going to be reactive if I want to win, let the Seahawks win. I bet I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we all believe it's going to be a tight game. I think we're all going to be nervous to the very last second. But we've got to believe that we can get this thing done. I have a lot of friends of mine who are thinking they've been watching the 49ers lately, going up and down the field and seeing the Seahawks struggle at times, especially in the first half when we can't seem to run the football and we go toe-to-toe with teams like Carolina and go into the half at 3-3 and 6-3 with the Falcons and all that. And yet Falcons beat the Rams last night, so you just never know. You just never know. But I think our defense definitely is going to have an edge. Our defense is playing lights out.
Yeah, I wish Seahawks could win the Super Bowl or the playoffs, man. They're going to be... Well, they got the first Super Bowl, and all of a sudden when they go into the Super Bowl to defeat the England Patriots, then all of a sudden we lost. So the Seahawks needs to keep it up.
Yes, sir. We definitely can't let up. We saw the Rams yesterday. That was a crazy game against the Falcons. The Falcons went up 21-0. Looked like they were going to blow them out. And then the Rams started to crawl back. And then the Falcons had a chance to go up by 17. They got a field goal blocked. And also a 7-point difference. And they were this close away from catching up with a field goal. And Puka Nacua makes one of the best catches I've ever seen that didn't count. On the sideline out of bounds. I don't know how he did it. One-handed catch, but he unfortunately lost possession for a second before he stepped out of bounds, or as he was stepping out of bounds. And they lost that game. And that hurt them, and it benefited us because now the worst I think we can do is drop to the 5 seed, which the 5 seed is not a bad place to be if we don't get the 1 seed. Everyone wants the 1 seed. But the 5 seed is not bad because basically you play either the Buccaneers or the Panthers, who we just played last week. And so that's a lot better option than having to go to Chicago or Philadelphia, which is where the 6th seed is going to have to probably play. So anyway, it's working out pretty well, all scenarios, considered. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I think we're all going to be pretty nervous for this game, but we just got to believe and keep our fingers crossed. And like I said, I'm going to be in the building and hopefully not getting spit on, beer poured on, or harassed in any sort of way, and just enjoying, mucking it up with the local fans as we cheer our teams on. So we'll see what happens. Let me go to the next. Thanks for the call, Andrew. Let's go to Matthew in the 360. Matthew, you're live.
Hey, Norb, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about you? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Early Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you. Yeah, I hope you feel better.
I feel fine. I feel pretty good. I just sound like crap, but yeah, I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is your feeling going into this game? 3 days to go. It's 4 days to go. What's your nervousness level at?
It is kind of all over the place right now. Just my personal opinion, I think the 49ers are the hottest team in the NFL right now.
6-game win streak.
And I think that's kind of scary about us playing them.
Mm-hmm.
But we've proven that, like, especially with that Rams game, that we can play sloppy and we can win. But what we need is Sam Darnold. He's got to come up clutch. He needs to come up big. He can't do what he did last year against the Vikings, which there's a lot of similarities around there where it's like, hey, winner gets the top seed in the NFC, and he sure choked last year with the Vikings. So hopefully he's left that in the past.
Well, everyone kept saying about that going into the Rams game. Oh, he hasn't won the big one, hasn't won the big one. Well, then he won a big one. But of course, everyone keeps bringing up past stuff, and they'll say, "Oh, he hasn't won the playoff game yet," or So obviously, he's got until we win a Super Bowl with him. Everyone's going to be questioning, can he win the big one? Can he win the big one? But I will say this much though, and if the Seahawks O-line can give him time, or they can scheme up time, with Clint Kubiak, then I think he will be fine because he's really, really good and one of the best when he has time. Once he's under duress, well, look at Matt Stafford last night. He was great because he was cooking steaks at times back there, just like looking all day long. Nobody. But as soon as they got pressure on him, he starts throwing balls all over the place. And so even the potential MVP candidate, who's on the Rams right now, looks pretty horrible when he doesn't get good pass protection. So I believe Darnold is just as good as the next quarterback when given time. And I think if we can give him just enough time, or like I said, scheme time, roll him out of the pocket, have those receivers and check downs if they don't have the long route. That way he can stay out of trouble. I think he can have a very productive day. But I'm really counting on the defense to get it done. The defense is going to be the key to stopping that 49ers offense, which right now is just like almost impossible, it seems, to all the teams trying to stop them. Cannot be stopped. They rarely punt the football, and Christian McCaffrey, even without George Kittle.
Oh, geez, Christian McCaffrey.
He's the guy.
He could get comeback player of the year. He's been incredible.
He has been incredible, and I thought he was done with all those injuries last year, and yet here he is, tearing it up.
Same.
So, we'll see what happens. But he was kind of nursing that back a little bit in that last game, and Trent Williams got banged up too. So that could have an effect on the effectiveness of this offense. Not to mention if Kittle is banged up for another game. So injuries obviously big, but I think right now we're in a
they were able to score 42 points without.
Yeah,
they were able to score 42 points without Kittle, and now this statement here might be a little bit debatable, but obviously no Brandon Ayuk all year. And it's not affecting that offense at all. Well,
and they got it. They were 5-3 without Brock Purdy too. So they've obviously Shanahan is a great coach. He does a good job with what he has.
Shanahan is incredible.
Yeah. So hats off to him for doing what he's done. But we got to find a way to outcoach him. And Mike McDonald's a great coach too. Obviously, you don't get to 13-3 being a bad coach. So it's going to be great to see the minds trying to challenge each other and see who gets the best of each other in this epic final game of the year. So
they're two different minds because Mike McDonald's a defensive-minded head coach and Kyle Shanahan's the offensive. And so, like, as an NFL fan, it's going to be so much fun seeing them coach against each other for a long time. And then obviously you throw Sean McVay into it, though. Like, Seahawks, 49ers, Rams, they're probably going to be ruling over the NFC West for years to come.
Yeah.
Sorry, Arizona, but
I know.
you're.
Yeah, they're the odd man out, the kid at the sitting at the kiddie table while the big boys, get to play in the big boy chairs. It's pretty cool that three teams out of this division got to the playoffs. I mean, that is amazing. So
that loss against the Titans broke them, and
yeah.
I didn't even know how bad it was because I was at the Buccaneers game and on the way out I was like, oh, we lost the Bucs, at least we didn't lose the Titans. And there would be people around me, they're like, what did you just say? Arizona lost the Titans? And I'm like, yeah, that would show them the score. They're like, what the heck happened?
That's
and then
weird,
I saw
man.
some of the highlights of them dropping the ball before the goal line and that weird interception that got fumbled for a Titans touchdown. I saw that and I'm like, oh, this was worse than I thought. I'm like, that's the season. That's a game that kind of ends your season, and they've won like one game since then.
Yeah, no, they've been terrible. I didn't think
bad
they'd be that
for
bad.
Arizona.
Yeah, I know. I almost feel bad for Arizona, but not that bad. But yeah, I know. But when I heard so many analysts talking about how they thought the NFC West was going to go, everybody had the Seahawks last, except maybe from people of them here. But I go, oh yeah, Seattle will be fourth, and then you got maybe the Niners third, and Cardinals second, and Rams will be. I mean, I heard that so many times. Nobody giving us a chance. So it's great to see, proving all those guys wrong. And it's a cool place to be. We'll see if we can finish it out with one more game to go. So, all right, Matthew, you got a score prediction for me? You dare to put a number out there?
Oh man, I don't know because I'm not sure if it's going to be like a lower scoring game or it's going to be like that Bears 49ers game where each team like scores a whole bunch of points because.
Yeah.
The 49ers defense has gotten gashed lately by Phillip Rivers, who is a grandpa, and Caleb Williams. Which, to be fair, the Bears offense has been playing really well throughout the season, but that 49ers defense, they were no match for them. So
but then again, I thought
sure
the Bears defense was going to be. I thought the Bears defense was going to be better too, and I also thought
after that pick six, they just kind of folded.
Yeah. But then I also thought the Seahawks defense would be better against the Rams in that game that we won, which you forgive a lot because you win the game. But remember, looking back, we gave up 500 change and yards.
I believe
what the heck?
I believe it was 581 yards, and like Puka Nacua had
200 plus yards of
12
receiving.
catches for 224 yards. So
the next closest guy had like 50 or something.
At the end of the day, we still won.
Yeah, which is great.
Oh, and.
But it also covers up a lot of warts when you win too. So I just concerned. I was like going, they can't put up that kind of numbers against our defense. Oh wait, somebody just did 2 weeks ago. So we got a lot to keep working on. We're not. I don't think any team in the postseason is flawed. Every team's got kind of their Achilles heel, their little weakness that it's like, they're really good in all these areas, but
I have I have questions about almost every single NFL team, and besides like 2 or 3 teams, I think any team has a shot. I mean, like as I said with that Rams game, like Sam Darnold kind of broke every criticism against him because it was he can't win big games, he can't beat the Rams, and he can't come up clutch in those big moments. He was incredible. I mean, like the Cooper Kupp catch on the sideline, he threw the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So like that game proved that no, we can beat the best teams.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, if we can be the best version of ourselves for most of the game, I think we can. Yeah, because when he's at his best, he's really good. We just can't have him at his low for too long because we've seen the worst too. So if we get more of the best and less of the worst, I like our chances. So, all right, Matthew. Well, thanks for the call, man. Yep. Let's get this win Saturday. Go Hawks.
You're welcome. See you, Norb.
All right, thanks.
Stay safe and.
Yeah, I'll try to survive out there in San Francisco or Santa Clara, actually. All right, Justin is saying he's running out of time, so I got to get Justin in here. Justin from the 509. What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Norb? Hey, I wanna flash your memory a little bit. We talked back in the draft. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation at a point in that phone call where we mentioned how crazy would it be if we ended up playing the 49ers in Week 18 for the number 1 seed.
Oh, did we actually say that?
Do you remember that?
Oh, man. We probably have that recorded on the live stream, right? Did we actually do it on air?
That was your words exactly. How crazy would it be? And look where we are.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. I mean, in my music prediction video, if you don't watch my music prediction video for this last game, you're not going to like it. But I predicted 12-5 for this year, and people thought I was nuts. 12-5, what are you drinking? And they're doing me better than that. There's no way we're going to finish better than what I predicted.
Before the season, nobody expected us to have a 10-win season. Nobody.
Oh, I think the national media was giving us 5-6 wins at best.
I had us at most 12 wins.
Yeah, I had 12.
Yeah, I didn't see us having 13, let alone going for the 14th win.
Yeah. No, there was also a lot of it, because we all do the same thing, right? You go through the schedule and you go, okay, so first game, 49ers, But there were a lot of teams who I thought were going to be a lot better this year.
It's a new system, new players. We kind of expected that loss.
But we also expected
here we are now, end of the season.
Yeah, I think we also expect a lot of teams to be better than they were. Like who knew the Commanders were going to suck as bad as they did. When we played Houston, we caught them at a good time because Houston's playing really well now, but they were kind of, we kind of had our way with them.
They were
Jacksonville too. We beat Jacksonville
point.
pretty easily, and they're a playoff team. So we had some wins that came at good times. We played them, I think, when they weren't quite hitting their stride. So a lot of times it's a little bit of luck and it's a little bit of timing, catching the team at the right time or the wrong time. So it's worked out for us this year for sure.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy to think. We were talking
another
about
thing,
that.
another thing I wanted to bring up. Everyone's been trying to come up with a nickname for our defense and everything. Since we had the Legion of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we took that from the Legion of Doom from DC Comics, why not switch it up to Marvel Comics since it's a new coach and go with the Brotherhood since they all play like brothers? They got each other's backs, X-Men, right?
That's pretty cool. One thing that they kind of coined themselves, the defense, I think I don't know if it's the D line specifically or just the defense, but they call themselves the Dark Side. Have you guys heard that in just post game?
I've not heard that. But
during like
their
their own internal huddles or during post game like locker room stuff, they'll do Dark Side on 3, 1, 2, 3, Dark Side. So Dark Side is a thing that they've come up with. So that's kind of something they've coined, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. Dark Side is kind of cool. So
I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can get behind that, especially with that run defense. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but we're holding number one run defense still all the way through the season. Our pass defense is still pretty locked down. I mean, we gave up some yards against the Rams, but I mean, it's to be expected against the Rams.
Right. Although what happened last night.
As far as going up against the 49ers, though, I really feel our defense has put the pieces together and put the system together to hold off Christian McCaffrey. And with Kittle possibly still being out, I really think we can pull it off.
I agree. I think we can. Like I said, I think the formula is pretty clear. You give Darnold time and minimize the damage from Christian McCaffrey. And if you could find a way to just harass Brock Purdy, he's not easy to sack either. But if you just get him uncomfortable,
we got to keep him contained. Is the biggest thing. Is contain him in the pocket. Don't let him escape.
Because he's pretty mobile. He's a pretty nifty, slippery dude outside
if
there.
If he extends that play long enough, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt. But if we can keep our edge on the edge and keep him in the pocket, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. No, I agree. Alina and some other guys have mentioned this. They call themselves the MOB, Masters of BS. So everyone's kind of actually mission. Sorry, mission over BS. Sorry, that's what it is. Mission over BS. So it's pretty cool. So I have heard Dark Side, and I've heard the Mission of BS is the most recent thing. It's kind of cool. I actually heard it. It was in the most latest edition of The Sound, which is a Seahawks produced, like web series documentary. And in the latest version, the narrator actually said what it was, mission over BS, and said what BS actually was. I was like, wow, they actually just said that. That's pretty amazing that they did that. So they didn't bleep it out or nothing. So, yeah. Now we'll see, man. It's going to be, I hope, going to be an exciting close game. I mean, every game the Seahawks had is close this year. So
I don't know if you saw it, but I don't remember the cornerback's name, but he's like ranked 113th or 68 out of 113, and he wants to cover JSN and man coverage. I got to laugh at that. I don't know if you saw that, but 2 interceptions, and he's got a 63.1 rating.
Well, I hope they can do it because what's been concerning lately is that ever since we played that first Rams game, JSN was going off all season, and then once we hit that, and that's where Darnold had the 4 interception game. They kind of contained JSN a little bit, but he's not really been quite the same explosive, unstoppable guy that he was. Remember, for a while, it seemed like nobody could stop him.
I think it was really the Titans game that gave that shift. Everybody studied what the Titans did.
That's true. The Titans had him. It was the Rams game that kind of gave the idea that, hey, if you pressure Darnold, he's going to throw interceptions. But yeah, you're right. The Titans game, amazingly, the Titans, right, one of the worst teams in the league, or at the time, was the key to how did they shut down JSN for a whole half. So Anyway, he hasn't been quite the same, but he always manages to come back. He might have a whole half of no catches, and then comes back and gets close to 100 yards. So we need to get him back into the mix and really keep everybody else. What I'm really excited about is they've now been getting Barner involved in a more regular basis. He was big in his last game against the Panthers, got the touchdown.
Which is
Getting first downs converted. I mean, he's huge. And I've been wanting to get more of other tight ends involved. Unfortunately, Barner's really the only one. Arroyo's been a little bit of a disappointment because
more involved.
he hasn't really said his name. But, hopefully we get back. I'm not sure the status of Shaheed. But, boy, I mean, he was so instrumental in that Rams win. And then to see him go down so early in that Panthers game, we could really use his firepower and speed against the Niners. But I'm not sure his concussion status. So we'll have to watch that one closely. But, it's going to be fun, man. Just talk about it.
Right now, Shaheed, they're saying right now it's not optimistic that he'll play this week. But, I mean, we have who'd we just sign onto the practice squad? We activated him last week. Cam Akers.
Oh, yeah. He was returning kicks.
We saw a flash from him last week on special teams. Yeah. So, I mean, at least we still have potential.
Yeah. So, I know Derek Young has been the receiver in place of Shaheed, which he's been with the Seahawks for a while. But, Shaheed's just been great. I mean, he was just breaking out, doing his thing with the jet sweeps and the kick returns.
Phenomenal end of trade, target trade.
Yeah.
Phenomenal trade.
Yeah, we needed him badly. So
I cannot praise John Snyder enough for that. That was a real turning point for our special teams and our season.
Definitely. All right, man. Well, thanks for the call. Hopefully, we're going to do another call after this and, continue as we progress through the postseason. We already know we're playing a playoff game regardless.
Even hopefully we get I'm hoping we get one after the Super Bowl. That's the goal.
Yeah. Crazy. All right. Well, thanks for the call, man. We will be talking again soon.
Absolutely, Norb. You have a great night.
Yeah, you too. All right. Happy New Year to you.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. I want to acknowledge again just support from Seahawks 53 with the Super Chat. Says Saturday at 5 p.m. is nice. Wish it was at home. Got to be locked in. They looked confused last game at times. Which version of the Hawks is going to show up? Yeah, that's going to be a question. Which will show up? What tricks of each coach's sleeve will they try to do to confuse or get the edge over the other? Because if there's a team that we all know too well, Niners and Seahawks, they've been at it for a while. But I've always said, too, that the NFC West is better when the 49ers and the Seahawks are both good. I mean, look how good this is. I mean, this is going to be a ratings bonanza. Saturday night, the only game. Whew, everyone would be watching this for fun. It's going to be great. Let's go to the 208. I don't have a name for this caller. From the 208, who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Norb, this is Rabbit. I'm over here in Spokane.
Rabbit?
Anyway.
Did you say Rabbit?
Rabbit.
Rabbit, like the rabbit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. What's going on?
Rabbit.
How you feeling about this game?
Anyway, man, we need to start calling these guys the LOB 2.0. You look at every individual on our back, on our defense, it resembles almost every one of them in the 2013 conference. So you look at them, every individual. You look at our passing game, our how we go up to the freaking quarterback. We rush the quarterback. We're rushing the quarterback. We're getting pick sixes. We're getting blocks. All that kind of stuff. Start calling the 2.0 LOB 2.0 because it's just going to rile up the 12s. Another thing is, when we get into this game, we can't go into shifting gears in the second half. We need to get the gun in the first half on our offense, on our defense, everything. We need to block. We need to block passes. We need to get pick sixes. Sam Darnold, he needs to get going on that first half because picking up the pieces in the second half, it's not. That's like the old Pete Carroll way. It's like. You know what I mean? So you look at it back in the day, when Pete Carroll was coaching, we were always sloppy in the first half, and I'm sure I speak for everybody that's listening. We were always sloppy in the first half, and I'm starting to see that now in the channel, but it's like we need to start getting going in the first half and start knocking these guys. Do a double flea flicker. I mean, do all that kind of stuff. It's serious. You remember what was it, 2015, Tyler Lockett did that, okay? Did the double flea flicker.
Mm-hmm.
They passed it twice, and they went right out to the outside and got a touchdown from, I don't remember what team it was when we were playing, but I remember that game.
Yeah, we've done some trickery. I know we have done some flea flickers. The pitch to Marshawn, throwback to Russ. Russ goes deep, hits a curse down there. He's had that a couple times. So let me respond to a couple of your comments. So, LOB 2.0, there's a lot of people in the chat who are like, no, we don't want that. We've already seen it. I wouldn't compare it I wouldn't really compare it to the Legion of Boom. I mean, they're both great defenses, but different personalities, I would say. But maybe both very dominant if you look at the statistics and everything. But, I think just the way you don't really match them up in the same way. I think they do have in common. They have a great defensive line, great pass rush, multiple players who can get after the quarterback. You got a great inside linebacker. Ernest Jones. I wouldn't compare him to Bobby Wagner, but Ernest Jones is the heart of that defense. But man, just DeMarcus Lawrence, that guy has been just insane. He has been just a godsend to the defensive line. When we first got him from the Cowboys, I thought, how old is he again? What really is he going to be able to do? I was kind of concerned like he'd just be sort of like the old guy who's kind of has a lot of wisdom but can't really play. But man, he has been balling multiple games. Even this last one, he was huge.
Give a hand to Mike McDonald. Give a hand to Mike McDonald. He comes into this team, wet behind the ears, coming from Baltimore, and it's like he had no idea, and he just took a hold of this team and transformed it into some kind of a miracle. Because I mean, holy smokes, we're pushing the playoffs right now. We got one last team, last dominant in our division to bypass. And, you look at Sam's record. Sam record in Minnesota was 14-3. He's going 14-3 come next week. Look at the record. I have faith in our Sam. I have faith in Mike. I have faith in our D. I have faith in our offense.
Yeah.
That's all we need is 12 step up and have faith in these guys and just let them play. Let's play some ball. That's all I got to say.
We definitely, appreciate it, man. We definitely have the pieces, and I think I said it earlier, but if the Seahawks can play to their potential and minimize the lower valley performance times that we get, because every team's got the highs, right, where they're just humming, and then every team's got points where they go, oh, that wasn't so good. They can just minimize that. I mean, I think we can compete with anybody. The concern about them having these slow starts has been kind of a chronic thing the last few weeks. I don't know what's going on, but it's also the point where you go, hey, let's look at our approach and playbook. Whatever we're going to do in the first half, let's just throw that away, and let's just take the second half and start with that, because that seems to really work. The second half has just been theirs in so many games recently. You just want to start off with that. And that's how they were in the beginning of the year, right? We were jumping out on teams just like crazy points, dominating teams in the beginning. I think of the Commanders game and the Cardinals, and we're just jumping out. We're like, the game was over before the first quarter was over, and we haven't done that in a while. So it'd be nice to get some of that magic back. But, again, I don't think they need to do anything drastic. It's just little things.
No, we have the magic. We have the ability. We just need to put it on paper and do it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. I believe, too, though. I think we can get it done as much as I know everybody's nervous about it. I think they could do it. They really do. I mean, we shouldn't have to rationalize. Our team is 13-3. All right. Anytime we were 13-3, we were going to the Super Bowl. So you don't turn out to be 13-3 and be a fluke.
We went to the Super Bowl with an 8-9 record in 2005.
No, we weren't 8-9. We weren't 8-9, bro. We were like, I think we were. In 2005, no. We were like, I want to say we were 13-3 or 12-4. We were dominant in 2005, bro. We were no 8-9 team. That's for sure. We went to, now the first year of Pete Carroll, we were what was our record? We were 8. we had a losing record our first year, and it was 7-9, and we went to the playoffs, beat the Saints at home with the Beast Quick game.
Wasn't that 2010 or 2011?
2010, yeah. But 2005, we had a good team. That was Holmgren, peak of Holmgren. Should have won that game. Should have won that Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I mean,
anyway.
it's just. But no, we have the ability. I mean, with the new coach, I like Mike. He looks like a badass. He's the guy that everybody wants to hang out with him.
I don't even think he's a badass. I think he looks like a normal dude. He just looks like a nice guy, pleasant. You don't look at him and see it like this dude. He looks like he's going to rip a door down or something. He's a very pleasant, like normal guy. But inside that brain of his, he's got a defensive genius brewing in there that he knows just how to make these guys work. So it's pretty exciting, man. But hey, Rabbit, thank you for calling, man. I appreciate. I'm going to try to get some other guys on the line here, but keep your energy up. I love your belief and your confidence, man. Happy New Year to you too, and go Hawks. All right, go Hawks.
We got this.
We got this. I agree. All right. All right, trying to go down the line here. Let me grab the 505. It's Zion or Mackie? I'm not sure exactly. From the 505. Who's this?
Hi, Norb Cam. It's Zion Mackie. I'm from New Mexico. How are you?
From New Mexico. You said your name's Brian?
No, it's Zion.
Oh, you are Zion. Zion from New Mexico. Okay. Zion, yeah, man. That's cool. Seahawks fan in New Mexico, one of my favorite places to visit and work. Yeah, what's your thoughts leading into this game here?
I don't know. It's going to be a good game, honestly. I think it's going to be, I don't know, but hey, first let me say this. I'm a big fan. I'm 16. I've been watching you since around 2014, so I was really young when I started watching you.
Wait a second. You must have been...
I think it was around... your Cowboys skit was when I really started watching you.
Oh, when I did... Oh, with the zombies and stuff?
Yeah, with the zombies and all them, when you were shooting them, yeah. So I've been watching you for a very long time.
Wow.
You pretty much made up my childhood, for real. You were one of those YouTubers that really built up my childhood.
Wow, well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for
that.
Thanks for watching my channel all these years. I appreciate your loyalty, and I'm grateful that you got to grow up watching my content, man. So, thanks. It's very touching. I was touched when I meet and talk to people who have been there since such a long time ago. Because I think about you're 16. We're talking like almost 10 years ago. So you were barely even in elementary school. That's wild.
Yeah,
so.
I was young watching you. I was really young. I was used to watch your what's your alter ego? Your 49ers fan? I forgot his name.
Because that's was my name.
Yeah.
Going down to the Levi Stadium to breathe my peace.
Yeah, I used to laugh at those all the time. Me and my dad used to watch you a lot. But
really,
this 49ers game, it's a big one. It's a really big one.
It is.
Hopefully we might need to get Marshawn Lynch back into revenge or something. But
well, it's funny because the last time
it's gonna be a good game.
The last time were in this position, that was when Marshawn Lynch was called out of retirement because all of our running backs were injured. So we got Marshawn off the couch and he ran running back. And I remember it was so frustrating because in that game, if you guys recall, the signature moment of how we missed that win was Hollister. I think Jacob Hollister being stonewalled at the half-yard line, not getting in the end zone. But leading up to that play,
bad experiences with the 1-yard line.
Yeah, but it was 3rd down and 10 at the 11 or 10 and a half yard line, and I remember John Ursua got a ball, and it was one of those plays where you think, okay, well it's the first down marker is right at the 1, so chances are you're either going to score or you're going to not get the first down. And he got the first down, something nobody was expecting, and so the place went crazy. Everyone's thinking, oh, this is it. This is the chance for Beast Mode to finally get redemption to run the ball at the 1-yard line. Beast Mode's running back in with his helmet. We're all going crazy. Everybody's just going nuts. People are shifting around because we all know what's about to happen. And then Beast Mode is, there's just complete chaos on the sideline, and we're all waiting for this moment. And then the whistle and the flag gets blown, and we're like, what happened? They go, delay of game. I'm like, what? what? Delay of game, and we never got that moment. It became first down and goal from the 5, and it removed that ability for us to do basically because there's so little time left to do a run in from the 1 yard line, and we missed that redemption moment. It was so anticlimactic, and then of course we lost on the Hollister play, and that's the last time we had this scenario of a number 1 seed home field advantage thing staring us in the face, and we blinked.
Yeah,
so we got a lot to make up for.
I was still pretty young. That was
2019.
3 games.
That was 2019, so you would have been 10 years old or 9 or 10, something like that, at the time.
Yeah, I was. I remember the game where we beat them at home when they were undefeated. I remember that 49ers game where we lost, and I think I remember, was it the season where we played the Packers in the divisional and we got our butts kicked at the end? I think it was that season still, when we lost to the Packers divisional round.
Yes. We didn't get our butts kicked, but I think that's the one where Jimmy Graham got the game-sealing catch that sealed it for the Packers, I want to say. It was in Lambeau.
Yeah.
And I remember, someone remember the receiver's name. We had a chance to win that game, and one of our receivers, a guy name I can't remember, he had a easy ball like in his stomach, and he just like whoop, and dropped it, and it prevented us from being able to keep the drive going. Do you guys remember the guy's name? Someone remember that game?
Yeah, I don't. I know.
I can see his face and his number, but I can't remember the doggone name. Someone will remember it. People in the chat are smart that way. Malik! Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it. Malik, everyone's Googling.
Malik Turner, I think.
Malik who? Turner, yes. Someone was clicking with fingers.
Turner? Yeah,
Samuel,
Malik Turner. I remember that.
Samuel Fong 6098 was the fastest on the keyboard looking up Malik Turner, ChatGPT. Who was the receiver? No, maybe you actually knew it, but
did you see Fox Sports has us like with the most odds of winning a Super Bowl or going to the Super Bowl? I think we're at like plus 550 on Fox Sports. So.
Really? Okay, that's new. Do they also have us winning this?
The Seahawks are funny.
Are we still favored everywhere that we're going to win this game on Saturday? Because I saw 1.5 point favorites. I'm actually surprised that we're 1.5 favorites, but I kind of don't like when it's in our favor, because it seems like every time that we were favored to win by a lot or whatever, we end up not covering the spread.
Yeah.
This is a very small spread at 1.5 points, but still.
I'd
be fine if they
honestly,
say we'll win by 1.5 and we just win by 1. That would be perfectly fine. Like against the Rams, we beat them by 1 point. And
but if somehow the 49ers pull it off, I'm fine with it. But the thing is, which I'm worried about, it's not even Sam Darnold. People just bring up Sam Darnold this, that, playoffs. I'm just worried about Mike McDonald, because you got to think about it. He has never been to a playoff game as a head coach. So it's going to be it's definitely going to be a test for him. He's not a playoff coach yet, but if any coach could do it for the first time, it would be Mike. I have confidence.
So what you're saying is you're a little nervous about how he'll handle the pressure of the playoffs coming up.
Handle the pressure. Because Sam Darnold has some playoff experience, but you got to think about Mike McDonald. He has never been to a playoff game before.
That's a good point.
So,
but he's defensive coached a playoff game before, but he's just never head coached a playoff game before. Last year we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, he's never been a head coach, so you got to bring that into consideration. But yeah, honestly, I trust Sam Darnold. I feel like he's learned from a mistake, and you could tell the difference in last year's Sam Darnold and this one. I'm just hoping my prediction I had for this year was wrong, because I had the Seahawks going 13-4 this year. So hopefully I'm wrong.
Oh, you predicted 13-4. Okay.
We're 14-3.
They proved all of us optimists wrong by being better than we thought they would be.
Hopefully I proved myself wrong.
Yeah, well, I had 12-5, and I was off on that, but people thought I was crazy. So it's great. It's great. But yeah, really, it's the Sam Darnold story. He'll never exercise his demons until he gets. I think once he gets that playoff win, then people will stop talking about he can't win the big one, because until that happens, that's going to be his story. So it's kind of on him to prove his haters and critics wrong by just doing what he's got to do. Because I think he's already proven that in that game against the Rams, he did take a game that he wasn't playing very well in and, put the team on his back and won it. And I don't think he's got to prove anything more to me, but I feel like for the critics out there, they're going to continue to hold that over his head until he actually gets past a playoff game. And then they'll say, okay, Sam, you've proved it to us. You can win a playoff game. We'll stop criticizing you. But I don't even know if he cares. Because to me, he just keeps firing. He doesn't seem nervous or gun shy or anything, which is what I like about him. He just says, screw it. I'm throwing this ball between those two defenders, whether you like it or not. And let's go. So more often than not, he gets it in there.
Most times Jason pulls it in when he does do that.
What's that?
I said most of the time Jason pulls it in when he does do that. It's just some of his throws are just like the ones when he does throw interceptions. He's just so unlucky. He always hits the helmet. It's always a deflected every single time.
A couple like that. But I know, like even in this last game,
it's always off Bradford's.
Yeah, we had dodged a bullet with that. The one that came. And we had some weird ones like that one that Cooper Kupp went off his hands. He doesn't rarely drop a ball, but that ball went off his hands and then bounced off the other dude, and luckily the lineman couldn't pick it up, and it wasn't an interception, but it sure was close to it. And JSN dropped one a couple of games ago too. That was an easy pass, but these guys are all human. They'll make mistakes, but anyway, we'll see what happens. I think it might, according to the weather forecast, it says raining in the morning, but I think it'll be stopped by the time the game goes. So we'll see. I know that stadium's open, so might get rained on. We'll see, but it'll be what it is.
If it rains, it's Seattle weather, so it's more in favor with us.
Yeah,
we're used to that rain.
Yeah, well, not me. Usually I'm covered. So
the only thing, my only fear with the Seahawks is Anthony Bradford. I can't stand him.
Oh God, I'm with you, man.
Anthony Bradford is he makes me so mad. Like, he did good during the Rams game. I honestly didn't see him do anything odd during the Rams game, but it's just I don't know what's wrong with him. He was good when he was a rookie. He was pancakes, but after that, I don't know.
He's strong. The thing is, he's a really strong dude, and there was actually a play against the Panthers where he leveled a dude. The problem is half the time he's a really strong guy who's blocking air, so the air gets punished, but the player just runs by him, and he's just standing there with his thumb up his butt, and so it's just drives me crazy. I'm just thinking, well, if this is our best option, that these guys see these guys in practice every day, so they know who they got. They know who's coming up and who's on the bench. And if Anthony Bradford had a better option to just take his place, aka Christian Haynes, you'd think they would have done it by now, right? But clearly, the fact that he keeps rolling out there, he must be our best option, which is a little concerning because, I'm with you. There are times where I just what the hell? How is this guy still a starting right guard? But again, hopefully we can get one less boneheaded play out of him, and maybe he gets that one block that just protects Sam for an extra second, and he throws a bomb down the field, and that's the one that wins it. Sometimes that's what it comes down to. One guy doing an exceptional effort and doing his job to give the rest of this team a chance to make that spectacular play. And lots of times that's what it comes down to. One person doing his job, and then everybody does their job, and it's just a beautiful thing. So, well, appreciate the call, man. It's good to hear from you and to hear your story and your history with watching my channel, man. So, appreciate you.
Of course.
All right, well, I'll do this again, and you guys are all welcome to call back in when we do this, when the playoffs are underway after this next game. Hopefully we're talking first round bye, and we'll have some time to just sort of chill and enjoy, but we'll see. Saturday's going to be off the hook, though, and the whole nation will be watching, so it's going to be hell of fun.
All right, I have one more question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
What's your prediction for the game?
Well, I'm going to throw away my music prediction because none of y'all would like that. But I also suffice to say that when I did my prediction, I thought we were going to split games with the Rams and that we were going to win the first one. Well, we should have won the first one, except we know how that game ended. So based on that, I still think we'll split with the Niners, which means we should have won the first one, but we ended up losing, which means if we were going to lose this one, well, now that's got to flip-flop and we should win this game. I think it's going to be not as high scoring as like that Rams game or the Chicago Bears 49ers game. I think this is going to be a little bit something in between. But I think it's going to be one of these tight games, a one-score game, and maybe a field goal ends it for the win. I'm going to say 30-27 Seattle with the win at the last second.
What was mine? I wrote it down. Oh, I have 17-23 the Seahawks.
Ooh, that's the NFC
It's
Championship score right there.
It's gonna come down to the defense at the end. I already know our defense is gonna have to stick in at the end.
Yeah, that's
I got
NFC
it.
Championship
17-23.
2013 score. 23. Oh, wait, no, you said 23. Yeah, 23-17. Yep. That was the NFC Championship game score. All right, man. Well, we'll see. Hopefully one of our scores comes to fruition. I'll be happy with that. We don't need to score a lot of points, just more than what they get. So, all right, man. Zion, take care, man. Go Hawks.
You too.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more here. If is who I think it is. Is this who I think it is? A. D.
Yep. What's up, buddy?
What's happening? Happy New Year.
Oh,
man.
nothing much. How are you, buddy? How are you too?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Other than my voice sounded like crap. I felt like crap a few days ago, but I'm feeling better. I just got to get all the junk out of my upper respiratory system so I can sound like a normal person again. But I'm getting better a little bit every day. My voice is getting a little bit better. But yeah, it's a lot of hawking loogies and blowing noses and stuff around here for me. So, but otherwise, I'm doing great. I'm having a very nice time.
I know
with my
that
kids
feeling all
back
right.
home. Yeah, kids home. My sister and her family came over for a while, spent the week with us, and parents as well. My parents actually go to the Philippines tomorrow. They're going to be out in the Philippines for like 2 months. So I couldn't believe it. I was like, Dad, you realize you scheduled this trip right at the start of postseason. And you know the Seahawks could potentially be hosting these games and a Super Bowl. You're going to miss that too? He was like, yeah. We didn't know that was going to happen when we booked this trip. So.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay, Dad. Anyway, so my dad's missing out, but so he'll just watch my YouTube channel from the Philippines. So we'll see. Anyway, everything's great. Everything's great. How about you, man?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just like, how do I say this? Like, the anticipation of the Seahawks 49ers game is just like,
Yep, today's
You
Tuesday.
know?
We've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So here's what I'll be doing.
That's also
with
the part.
with this game now, because I'm going to this game now. So I will be leaving on an early flight, first flight, Alaska, Saturday morning. Me and my friend Greg, and then we'll be checking in to our hotel later that afternoon. Probably go to the stadium around 2 to 3. The game's at 5. Sometime around 8:30, all the dust will settle, be over, and then we'll have to. Our hotel is like a mile and a half from the stadium, so it's walking distance. So I'm not too worried about the walking too, but the walking back at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening after the game, depending on how it all goes too, of course, there could be a lot of pissed off 49ers fans looking to take their anger out on somebody. So we'll have to walk very careful with a head on a swivel. Heading from the stadium back to the hotel, so that part makes me a little nervous. And I'm
actually now going to become worried about you then.
I think it'll be fine. Oh, this is good. I'll have to show you this. I don't know if you can see this. This is my buddy Gray. My friend made this, so you guys can see this. Wait, turn it down a little bit more.
Okay, I'm looking at your video right now. Wait. I'm looking at your video as we speak.
There you go. That is Greg.
That is awesome.
That's a pretty cool thing. Whip that thing up. That's awesome. We're coming for you, Niners. As if I need to rile up the 49ers fans to be even more on the lookout for me down there. Apparently, I've got some kind of target on me. If you guys didn't hear me say it in the beginning, that somebody saw that on an NFC West trash site. That I'll just read it again because some of you might have missed it the first time. Where'd it go? Here we go. This is what somebody told a friend of mine. He goes, "There's this Facebook group called NFC West Trash Talk, and I meant to send you a screenshot. They were talking about Norb on there." And then Mark, my friend, said, "Norb is going there." And then she says, someone had a screenshot of his post talking about Seahawk-friendly places in San Francisco, and 49er fans were talking about trying to scare him or intimidate him or some BS. So please warn him. I'm not friends with him on Facebook. So somebody's got their eyes on me. So
Uh-oh.
We'll see. I know.
You need to have some bodyguards with you then.
Well, I guess Greg will have to be my bodyguard. I don't know how good of a bodyguard Greg is, but I mean, he's probably close to my age, so I'm not sure we're not exactly bodyguard like, youthful bodyguard types. Anyway.
You should get yourself some pepper spray.
I wouldn't want it to come to that. No, I think I'm going to do it in a more subtle way. I think I'll just have to go into the stadium as Chrysostomo. And then when I get to my seat, it'll be like a Mission Impossible sketch. Like, yeah, I'm back in my place. Go Niners! Dun, 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 dun. Had you fooled. It's Norb Cam. Dun, 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 dun.
That would be funny. That would be cool.
No, unconscious. No, but at least I'll have it recorded for everybody to see. So I'll have proof to submit to the courtroom of the people who attacked me, because I'll be live streaming it the whole time. So that's my plan. How do you like that plan? Is that a good plan?
Sounds like a plan to me, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a good plan. It's a plan, but not a good plan. Alina Dahl, the super chat. Thank you again. Alina says, have to say, Seattle's very lucky to have stadiums in downtown, whereas other cities are in the burbs where there's nothing, LOL. So I haven't been there yet. Thank you, Alina. But my understanding is, because this is not San Francisco anymore. This is not Candlestick Park. This is Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, which is actually farther from San Francisco. It's actually closer to San Jose. That's actually the airport I'm flying in on. And my understanding is where the stadium's located, there's really not a lot out there. It's like a business park kind of area, so you don't have a lot of, like in Seattle, you got everything. You got restaurants, you got bars, you've got other stadium things. There's plenty of things all within walking distance, but it sounds like there's not a lot there where this stadium is at. So after the game, it's like everybody's just fighting to get an Uber or a taxi or something, because there's nothing really to hang out at. So we'll find out if that's the case, but it's a 30-minute walk, a long 30-minute walk at the dark at night, wearing Seahawks colors and 49ers fans lurking in the shadows. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
maybe it's best that you get an Uber to your hotel, to be honest.
I thought about that. The problem with that, though, is that after the end of a football game, and you can imagine 68,000 or how many people can fit in that stadium, and they're all coming out, and they're all trying to call Ubers at the same time. We tried to do the same thing. Me and my family, we went to London to see Adele's last concert at the time. This was her last concert. This was like in 2017 or something, and maybe 18. And at the end, we were trying to get an Uber, and again, this had like 100,000 people in that place, and Ubers would respond. They would try to get there, but there's so much traffic, so many people, they would sort of appear and then disappear, and we would end up just walking for, I don't know, over an hour trying to get to a spot where finally an Uber can get us. So by the time you do all that, you could have walked to the hotel, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's the other thing. It's a little crazy to try to get an Uber after a game. It's just too many people, and it's nuts. Even at Seahawks games, trying to get out of there, the traffic and stuff, it's hard for cars to get in there because everybody's trying to get out. So we'll see. It's going to be an adventure, though. I haven't been to an away game in a long time. It's been a few years. And this will be my first one. First time to Levi's. First time with Greg. And I have no idea. This is probably the most intense fan base location I've been to, because everywhere else I've gone to, they've been pretty chill, Been to St. Louis for the Rams games. I've been to Carolina. I've been to New Orleans. They're cool. Been to London. Been to Los Angeles. What am I missing? There's some other place I can't remember, but most places I haven't been to, like Philly, San Francisco, Cleveland. I mean, I think when you Green Bay, I think you think of rabid fan bases. Those are kind of like the places that Cincinnati. I heard Cincinnati, they're pretty rough too. Pittsburgh maybe. So I haven't experienced the likes of those types of places. So we'll see how it goes. But And Nicole, just instill some confidence. Nicole says, people do get jumped. Diane says, stay sober and walk fast. Well, I can do that. I can walk fast and I can stay sober. Can I walk fast enough? That's the big question. Deb, I would use a different shirt for the walk back and maybe even wash your face before you leave. I may not even I've been told maybe I shouldn't even wear my green hair thing. That's just too much of a beacon of, hey, let's go throw stuff at that green target down there. It's too much of a thing. So no, I'm serious. I'm seriously considering bringing my Rams hat and 49ers shirt that I wear as Crisostomo and seriously going in incognito and blending in and getting to my seat, change, and then when I leave and I have to walk the dark alleys, put that back on so no one will F with us, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna stoop to any no trick is too low to stoop to. So we'll see. Yeah. Pittsburgh. People are saying Pittsburgh, Philly's tough. All right, here you go. Alina says, wear your hair and makeup with pride. Well, it's really easy to say that, and I even think it right now. But at 9 o'clock at night, walking down some dark alley, and I see some 5 big 49er fans standing between me and my hotel, I might have a different thought process at that point. So, survival. Now, I'm really not expecting to have trouble. I mean, every time I've gone places, I usually try to make friends with the people around me. And, I'm not the kind of trash talk and be annoying anyway. So I try to keep it on the fun side.
Yeah, trash talking innocent people, man, it's just a waste of time, to be honest.
Yeah, there's friendly banter. It's fun to get like friendly trash talk, but not the kind where you're like yelling at each other and getting people pissed off. But you mix alcohol with it, and it just adds to the mix. So, but we'll see.
Adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah, a literal fuel to the fire, rocket fuel to the fire. So we'll see in about, what is it, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days from now, it's on.
I can't believe they actually changed the date, dude.
Oh, I was thinking they were going to flex it to Sunday night. I didn't even think about the possibility that they would move it to Saturday. I'm not surprised at the time. I was just caught off guard that they would actually move it a day earlier. So I thought it would be the last game of the day, Sunday night. But I'm thinking, no, I don't know. I think they still could have made it Sunday night as the final primetime game. I don't know why they just make it for that. I'm glad they made it a primetime slot because that's what it deserved. I just didn't think it'd be Saturday, but kind of it's okay. In some ways it's better for me anyway because then I'm flying in Saturday morning, going to the game, and I'm flying back to the first flight the next morning, so I don't expect to sleep much. And catch the 6 o'clock and be back home by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's my plan. So I don't need to stay any longer than necessary. But yeah, I'll be back in time to watch the other games on Sunday.
I have to work on Saturday, and I get off work at 4:30, so that's a somewhat perfect opportunity to end work and end my Sabbath day on that day and watch the game.
Okay. Well, that works out good, though. At least you don't have to work during the game, so that's cool. How confident are you that the Seahawks can get this done?
What's that?
How confident are you that the Seahawks will get this win?
Oh man, to be honest, I don't fully know because they're good, dude, and you never know when.
Nobody fully knows. Even the experts who think they know and put gambling odds, they don't really know either. So it all just comes down to your own thoughts and opinions. What do you think? Give me a score, man.
Well,
put a number to it. What do you think? At 8:30 in the evening, Saturday night, what will the scoreboard read when the clock clicks down to 0? It's going to be the Seahawks and the 49ers. What do you got? You guys put your scores in the chat. Everybody put your scores in the chats.
Yeah, put your score prediction in the chat.
But Give me yours right now as we wrap this up.
Seahawks 28, 49ers 26.
28-26. Okay. Not too far off from what I said. I think I said 30-27. And that would cover. That would cover the odds as it stands right now. Who do we got here? Okay, we've got Mark says 28-21. Charles, 60-40. Oh, this is the odds. Kyle, 24-7. 24-7. Daniel. What? Oh, 1.5 favorites. I don't see a score, yo. I keep those scores coming. All right, man. What do you got planned for New Year's? What's the big New Year's party in Yakima this year? Dwight, 24/7.
Honestly, nothing really, because I have to work on those days, and I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning to get ready for work.
Ooh.
And so
on New Year's Day, you work on New Year's Day?
I do work New Year's Eve and day.
Wow. No rest for the wicked. Well,
But on the bright side,
you make
I
that
not
holiday.
only
You
have
make that extra
this
holiday
Friday
money
off.
bread, right? Get extra pay for working holidays.
Extra pay.
You get holiday pay?
Goodness gracious, I honestly don't know.
They should get you holiday pay. Usually you get holiday pay when you have to work on a holiday.
I think so, but I don't know anything of that stuff. So whatever, to be honest.
Well,
But as I was saying, not only I have Friday off, but after I work this weekend, starting Monday, I have 11 days off.
whoa, that's a long chunk. Well, that's cool. What are you going to do for those 11 days?
Try and work on my music.
Okay, that's a good thing. Is that your one of your New Year's resolutions to get back to working on music?
Now I'm going to make that my music resolution.
Cool. Yeah, do it. One of my resolutions this year is to, if not master, get really good at AI video generation. I have to for my work. I'm already doing it for some projects, but I want to be really good. Become a master at it this year. That's my goals. I already learned a lot in the last month and a half working on it. And it's amazing, but it's very head-scratching and frustrating at the same time. But very cool.
Then I've done that with my music.
What's that?
I said been there, done that with my AI music.
Yeah. AI music is interesting because I guess it's sort of like that with video, but it's even another beast. So much of it is random. Like, let's see what it comes up with this time. But the stuff it makes is really amazing. So I'm actually doing something that's kind of cool for New Year's tomorrow night. I take my parents in the afternoon, and then we're having like a New Year's dinner celebration, and then we're going to go watch the Stranger Things finale in the theater. They're having it for 2 days, 2 nights, on the big screen. And so I'm frantically trying to catch up.
Series finale. I'm going to watch that too.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, but there's one of the theaters in town is actually doing a special theater screening of it here for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we're going to go check that out.
Oh.
So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's always fun to go. We went to Avatar the other week last week. Enjoyed that. I hadn't been in a movie in a long time. I think the last movie I went to was Tron Ares, and that had been a couple months ago. So so this should be fun. I'm frantically trying to catch up. I'm on episode 3 of season 5. So I've got 4 more to go. So I can be ready by tomorrow. So I'm going to try to watch between today and tomorrow. I got 4 episodes to watch so I can be completely caught up on the Stranger Things series and watch it on the big screen finale tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Mark here says, "Don't live life in fear, Norb Kawili. You should be able to walk with honor wearing your Seahawks gear. Well, and most times I always have. Everywhere I've gone, from, like I said, from London to Carolina to New Orleans to St. Louis to Los Angeles to wherever the heck New York. But I also want to come home in one piece. There's being brave. What do you say? What's the term? There's not living life in fear, and there's also not being stupid either. So, got to read the room and not invite situations either. So, gotta keep it real too. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be as bad as I think it's going to be, but you also don't want to like realize, might have made a bad decision here. We'll see. Still thinking about it. But anyway.
Right.
All right, AD, I'm going to get out of here and wrap up this show. But again, Happy New Year to you and your family. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas. And let's get it this Saturday. And let's enjoy this new year on a good high note with a big Seahawks win, baby.
Oh, here we go, baby. Universe, let the Seahawks win this Saturday.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. All right. Go Hawks, man. We'll talk to you later.
Go Hawks, buddy. Take care.
Go Hawks, yeah. All right. Well, I said I would get to all the calls, and I did. Thank you for everyone who did. When I see, I think I was reading a few more of these calls. Seahawks, Eddie says 2017. Daniel says 33-27. Jared 29-23. Mark says 300 plus passing yards. Says Darnold will do. I would love to see that. We'll win if we can do that. Ooh, look at this guy, Gerald. Polymath is Yakimon's driving to the game. Hardcore, bro. Charles, a little less of the fear no evil, says be careful out there, Norb. Maybe wait for the crowds to leave and then head out. Yeah, I'm in no rush. Raphael, do I still play Madden? I haven't played Madden in so long. I've forgotten everything that I learned during COVID and the years after that. I do want to get back into it, though. So we'll see. Anyway, that's it. That's it, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I'll be documenting my trip down there as well as live streaming during the game itself. So I look forward to seeing you guys during those videos. And let's go, baby. The Seahawks can just turn this town into a ultimate happy place in 2026. So we'll talk to you guys all later. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Go Hawks, baby.